After 30 years as an engineer in Singapore, I've come to a quiet question. Not one from a meeting or a spreadsheet, but from the silence of early mornings. How much is enough? I don't live in a condo. I don't drive. My life has been simple: kopi in the morning, work, home, repeat. For years, I believed the goal was clear: save as much as possible, secure the future. But lately, I wonder. Maybe the real question isn't how much to save, but how much to live. My story began like many others. Fresh out of school, eager to prove myself, I chose stability over status. While others chased condos and cars, I stayed in my flat and took the train. Not because I couldn't afford more, but because I didn't want the noise of debt in my head. It wasn't flashy, but it gave me something rare: peace of mind. For years, my rule was simple: earn more, save more, spend later. But later kept moving further away. Singapore moves fast. Deadlines, targets, rising costs. You're always running, even when you don't know where to. I saw colleagues burn out chasing titles. Some reached financial success, but lost their health. Others lost their families. And I began to ask, what's the point of saving for a future I might be too tired to enjoy? That's when I stumbled upon a book, Die with Zero. And it changed everything. The goal of money isn't to die rich. It's to live fully. We spend our healthiest years working, and our wealthiest years resting. By the time we finally feel ready to enjoy life, our knees ache, our hearts slow, our dreams shrink. Die with Zero isn't about wasting money. It's about timing. Because you can always earn more money, but you can never earn back time. So I started small. A short trip we'd postponed for 10 years. Dinner with old friends, no reason, no occasion. And I realized, these were the moments I thought I was saving for later. But later had quietly come and gone. Life doesn't announce its turning points. It only asks, are you paying attention? For decades, I thought wealth was accumulation. The bigger the number, the safer the future. But now I see wealth differently. It's not a figure in your CPF. It's freedom. Freedom to choose how you spend your days. Freedom to say enough. I've met millionaires afraid to spend, and retirees with modest savings who live like kings. Because they spend on what matters: family, health, travel, learning, giving. Enough isn't having everything. It's having the right things, at the right time. Financial minimalism isn't about sacrifice. It's about clarity. Instead of asking, can I afford this? I ask, does this add meaning to my life? I still save, but I make room for living. Sometimes that means spending. A trip with my wife. A small gift for my parents. A donation to a cause close to heart. That's the spirit of Die with Zero. To use your money to create a life worth remembering, not a bank account worth displaying. Of course, being grounded matters. I've done the math. CPF life, savings, investments. Experts say you need 25 times your annual expenses to retire comfortably. But I've learned something simpler. Enough depends on how you live. If your home is paid off, your children are grown, and your joy comes from simplicity, you don't need millions. My goal isn't to stop working. It's to work because I want to, not because I have to. Let's talk about enough. The Stoics said, wealth isn't what you have. It's what you can live without. Empedocles said happiness comes from three things: friendship, freedom, reflection. Enough isn't a number. It's a feeling. The moment what you own no longer owns you. Maybe enough isn't out there waiting. Maybe it's here. In laughter, in stillness. In a quiet evening with people you love. Draw your line around enough. And protect it. Sometimes I share these thoughts with the younger ones. Fresh graduates, eyes bright, dreams big. They talk about 5Cs, promotions, side hustles. And I smile. Because I remember. I tell them, plan for tomorrow, yes. But don't forget to live today. They laugh politely, think I'm being poetic. But someday, they'll understand. If I can pass on one lesson, it's this. Life isn't about retiring rich. It's about retiring fulfilled. And maybe, just maybe, enough is already here. In the hum of the MRT. In the warmth of a shared meal. In the stories we carry. And the ones we're still writing. Life isn't waiting at the end of a spreadsheet. It's unfolding. Right now. In every small, ordinary moment we choose to notice. So if you're still chasing, still calculating, still wondering, stop. You might find that enough has been walking beside you all along. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this story resonated, subscribe. And let's keep asking the questions that truly matter. Leave comments below, I love to hear from you.